Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, I get it. That helps me then as far as, yeah, and then I'll help Nicole get the gift card opened by Lori just to make sure she's okay with it. Just to cut the shirts. And we'll get everything ready that way. So at 10 o'clock on Friday morning. Yeah, I'll probably be there in the morning then, and then I'll come back in the afternoon as far as the movie now, right? We have the game that night, we have the thing before the game, I'll talk to the person after these, it's going to be a little yeah, and then so I got to make sure to start doing my right. Send it to you right now. I think it's earlier in the bottom. I do put it there. I'll send it to you right now as far as that. Awesome. All right, good work, dude.
Hello and welcome into Carolyn Rayborn Gymnasium, the site of the Southwest Conference boys basketball matchup between the hosts Sheldon Irish and the visitors, the Willamette Wolverines. Thanks for joining us here on SheldonAthletics.com. My name is Mark Randy, and my partner here, Jordan Brenner at Sheldon High School. This should be a fun one. Two teams, middle of the pack in the Southwest Conference, evenly matched. They both have 10 wins, 10 losses. 4-4 in conference play. This should be a fun, competitive game here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You look back, they played earlier this year on the 16th of January. Willamette came out on top as the home team. Get ready for a really close game. Two very evenly matched teams. On Sheldon's side, they're coming off a big win against Roseburg. They kind of played a bit out of themselves in that game. They came on strong, hitting the 10 3-pointers in that game. Look for them to continue that against a Willamette team that is 5th in the conference defensively. So that should be one of the big keys today.
Yeah, the Willamette defense, not one of the better ones in this conference, but their offense, they can score with anyone. They average just under 65 points per game, second best in the conference, and their points per game differential overall, their points scored minus points allowed, plus 3 and 3/4, second best in this conference. Sheldon on the other end, they're 4th best in the conference on the negative side at about negative 1.5 points per game on that side. This should be a fun one, and it has a lot of impact on how the Southwest Conference shakes out. North Medford is in front on the top. Looks like they will run away with this conference, but there are 4 guaranteed home playoff games at stake. The first 4 teams make it. This game could go along in determining whether it is Sheldon or whether it is Willamette or maybe someone else in this conference as well.
Absolutely. You're looking at two schools. The playoffs would mean obviously a lot for both teams. But Willamette, they're historically, at least the past 5 years, they haven't done as well as they maybe could have in conference play. They actually made their first playoff under their current head coach, Chad Carpenter, last year. They're going to try and build off of that this year. But for Sheldon, it's nothing new. They've been in this spot before, even if these specific players haven't had much experience in postseason play. They've grown up around people who have really gone to the playoffs perennially, played in big state title games. So look for experience to be a factor here and going forward for both teams.
Yeah, head coach Daniel Clark for the Irish. He's now in his 5th year. They made the playoffs in each of his first 4 years. His first year, they lost the state title to West Lynn. That was a Peyton Pritchard-led West Lynn team. Second round the next year, 4th round in 2015-2016, and then they lost last year in the first round of the playoffs as well. Getting set here for tip-off between the Irish and Willamette. Both teams coming in at 10-10 on the year, 4-4 in SWC play. Time now for the anthem. We'll listen in, come back, give you more on this one right after this on SheldonAthletics.com. There's the playing of our national anthem here before the tip between the Sheldon Irish and the Willamette Wolverines. Once again, Mark Randy along with Jordan Brenner here at Carolyn Rayborn Gymnasium. Thanks for listening and watching on SheldonAthletics.com. Jordan, you mentioned earlier the Sheldon team coming off of an impressive win, 11 points over Roseburg. They hit 10 three-pointers in that game, all 58 points scored by their starters. This Sheldon team, they're really good. They're starting 5 really good on the offensive end, but they got 0 bench points in that win versus Roseburg. They're certainly going to need some more from the bench here tonight versus Willamette.
Oh, definitely. For the Sheldon team, their 5 starters have really done a great job all year long. And really in the last game, they didn't do what they've been doing all year long. Usually they pound inside. They're a very big team. Probably the biggest in the Southwest Conference. And the last game they showed they can extend the floor a little bit, and that would be a huge component of this particular game against a really good, not a great Willamette defense, but an improving Willamette defense.
Yeah, certainly. All right, time for here for the lineups for both sides. We'll start with the visiting Willamette Wolverines, as announced by 5th-year head coach Chad Carpenter. At a guard spot, the senior Seth Skeel. Another guard spot, the junior Owen Cross. A third guard, the junior Luke Burke. And the 2 forwards, a junior Jacob Curtis and a senior Dylan Reichenberger. And now for the Sheldon team, as announced by 5th-year head coach Daniel Clark. Their lineup looks like this. You mentioned very tall. Starts off with the senior guard, the 6-foot Devontae Bailey. And then comes the height, 6'4" wing Zach Hankins. 6'5" post Patrick Herbert. 6'4" wing Udamaggio. And a 6'8" post in junior Dominic McGarvey. It's Curtis and McGarvey in the center, and we are set for tip-off here between the Irish and the Wolverines. In the air, the tip won by Sheldon as Bailey controls across the timeline. Moving from right to left are the Irish. Hankins near corner, skip pass far side. Now Maggio, top of the key, controls. Dribbles in front of the Willamette bench. Now pass back to the top of the key to Hankins. Down low, ball taken away there by Willamette. A steal by Jacob Curtis. First turnover for the Irish. Now on the right side is Willamette. Top of the key is Owen Cross. Dribbles in. Now back out to the three-point line. Picked up by Hankins. A screen from Reichenberger. Hands it off to Reichenberger now. He drives. Dribbles back out to the three-point line. Back top of the key to Cross. Another screen from Reichenberger. Cross drives in, steps back, picks up his dribble. Now back top of the key to Luke Burke. He drives right side. Picked up there. Some help from Herbert. Back to Reichenberger. Now left side driving is Curtis. Pass into the corner. Burke dribbles out of some pressure. Back to the top of the key for Owen Cross. A screen, a deep three now for Cross. Off front iron, no good. A rebound goes to Bailey for the Irish. He pushes to Maggio on the right wing. A minute in, no score here in Sheldon. Now pass into the corner. Hankins drives, is blocked from behind his shot, but a whistle, a foul on Curtis, and 2 free throws here for Zach Hankins.
So early on in this game, you're seeing both teams trying to run the floor, get into their offensive sets, and really no success early on. You saw Willamette really not being able to get in their offense early.
First free throw for Hankins, straight through, nothing but net, and we have a score. It's now 1-0, the Irish in front. A minute 12 seconds into this first quarter. Hankins' second free throw. It's true as well. He now has 2 points, and it's 2-0 Irish out in front. Across half court for Willamette is Luke Burke. Passes over to the right side to Seth Skeel. Pass down low. Ball knocked away. Taken by McGarvey. Up the floor. Bailey in transition. Layup is off the glass and good. 4-0 Irish. Now Willamette moving the other way. Skeel, top of the key. Picks up his dribble. Finds Reichenberger. Back to Skeel. Now Reichenberger at the free throw line. Picked up by Herbert. He has a dribble and dribbles out to the perimeter to hand it back off to Skeel. About 35 feet from the basket. Drives in against Maggio. A screen there from Curtis. Now pass into the corner. Burke thought about a three. Drives into the lane. Hands it off right side. Driving now. Cross. Layup is up. Rims out. Rebound tipped. And it's taken by McGarvey. A foul on Willamette as well in the process. Team foul number 2 now on Willamette. And they're both against Jacob Curtis. He will check out, replacing him, Cooper Arnold, the junior wing. 4-0, the Irish in front. A great start here on defense. They haven't allowed a point in 2 minutes. Bailey right wing. Trap comes. Now left side, Hankins has it. Pass down low to Herbert. Spins, fires right hand. The hook shot is good. 6-0, the Irish in front.
Beautiful little hook shot from Herbert there. He's got to keep it going.
Now left side, a deep three for Arnold just into the game, and the shot is off. Rebound to Bailey. In motion, behind the back dribble. Doesn't have numbers and now slows it up for the Irish. Top of the key, Hankins. Now past left side, Maggio, three-pointer in rhythm. Off to the left, no good. Rebound, though, taken by Herbert on the offensive end. Bailey, a three-pointer, is too strong. Rebound goes to Willamette and Luke Burke. Still 6-0 Sheldon, nearly 3 minutes in. Burke slowly across the timeline. Now passes right side to Skeel. Arnold back to Burke, left side, guarded by Bailey. Into the corner for Cross. Now right back to Burke. Good defense here. Sheldon playing man-to-man defense. Now driving in is Skeel. Passes into the corner. Burke, a fading jumper from 10 feet out, is strong. Rebound out to Maggio for the Irish. Maggio to McGarvey. One dribble, hop step. Layup is up and good. Dominic McGarvey, his first 2 points. The Irish in front, 8-0. Timeout called Chad Carpenter and Willamette. An 8-0 run to begin the game for the Irish, then they can't do anything wrong on the defensive end.
No, they're playing great defense, and they've come out shooting the basketball after 10 threes last week. It hasn't been going in, but they've been getting a lot of second chance opportunities and really converting on those.
8 points, and 4 of the 5 starters have scored already. 2 points for McGarvey, Herbert, Hankins, and Bailey. Yet to score Uda Maggio, but the Irish really sharing the sugar so far on the offensive end. About 3 minutes and 15 seconds in to this first quarter of the defense, though. Very good. Willamette really only on the perimeter here so far in the first quarter. We have our first substitute in this game, Sheldon, or for the Irish, that is. Zach Hankins out, replacing him, Jaron Banks, the senior guard. Top of the key for Willamette is Seth Skeel. Now passes right wing, Burke. He drives, baseline. Layup is rejected by Herbert, but a foul down low.
You could really see his athleticism on that play. That's why he's a really great tight end as well. in addition to his pretty good basketball career.
And that foul is not on Herbert. It goes against Bailey down low. Herbert was clean up top, but Bailey a bit of body contact below the waist. First free throw rims in there for Luke Burke, and the Wolverines have their first points. 8-1 the score. It's the first foul on Bailey, and the first team foul as well for Sheldon. Second free throw rattles in as well for Luke Burke. It's now 8-2. Jaron Banks facing a bit of pressure here from Seth Skeel. Gets it across half court via the pass to McGarvey. Now Maggio left wing. Trap comes, gets it back to the top of the key. Right wing, Bailey. Jab step, drives in the lane, kicks into the corner. Maggio, three-pointer, in a rhythm. Off iron, no good. Rebound on the offensive end to McGarvey. In the corner, Maggio. Entry pass into Herbert. Top of the key. Now left wing. Banks drives in. Layup with the right hand. Rattles off. Offensive board. Tip. No good by McGarvey. And the rebound goes to Reichenberger for Willamette. Halfway through this first quarter. 4 minutes left. 8-2. Sheldon out in front. Burke crossover dribble. Hands off. Skeel. The lefty hits shoots a three from the left side. It's off. Rebound tipped and taken by Herbert. Bailey the other way for Sheldon. Pass right side. Banks drives into the paint. Back to Bailey. Thought about a deep three, instead dribbles. Now pass from the corner. Back to Banks. He drives based on skip pass. Top of the key. Maggio, an athletic catch. And now back to Bailey. Top of the key. In the McGarvey free throw line. Double team comes. A fading jumper. Rims out. Rebound taken by Reichenberger. An aggressive rebound there from the senior forward. Still 8-2 our score. Luke Burke across the timeline here for Willamette. Top of the key now is Cooper Arnold. Swings far side. Goes into the corner. Skeel. A screen from Reichenberger. Right back to him on the pick and roll. But good defense by the Irish. Arnold now top of the key. A deep three is short. Rebound goes out of bounds. Off of Willamette. And it stays, or now it becomes Sheldon basketball.
It's looking like Willamette is pressing a little bit offensively. Not really getting as good of shots as they can and as they've shown as the second-ranked offense in this league.
Zach Hankins back into the game. He replaces Patrick Herbert for this Irish team. Jaron Banks, top of the key. Now left side, Maggio. Pass to McGarvey in the short corner. Gets it back to the top of the key. Banks, a nice grab. As dribbles away from some pressure of Seth Skeel. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left in this quarter. It's 8-2 Sheldon. Pass into McGarvey. Spin move. Right-handed hook is perfect. McGarvey has 4, and the Irish back in front by 8. Other way, the pass goes taken away by Sheldon. The steal by Devontae Bailey. He has numbers. Into the corner. Banks down low. Pass knocked away. Taken by Willamette. Good hands by Cooper Arnold. Now Willamette slowing things up here on offense. 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Still 10-2. A deep three. Skeel is off front iron, and it goes out of bounds off the rim. And Sheldon takes over again.
Again, pressing with a deep three. Not getting into their offense. Bad shot selection.
Willamette, as you mentioned, the second best offense in terms of points per game in this conference, but only 2 points in about 6 minutes so far here in this one. Top of the key for the Irish is Zach Hankins. Now into the corner, Bailey looking for a passer, finds over to Banks, right wing, pump fakes, drives in, up and under, skip pass now to Bailey. Fakes a pass, now makes it to the top of the key to Maggio. Hands it off to Banks. Backdoor cut. Bailey, a short jumper from 10 feet out, and he sticks it.
Great pass over there. Got to continue with that ball movement.
12-2, the Irish in front. 1:30 left in this first quarter. It's been all Sheldon here. Top of the key, Luke Burke into the corner. Reichenberger left alone, but drives into the paint. Left-handed layup off the glass, and it rims in.
That's an athletic play by Reichenberger, and that's what Willamette does best.
First field goal for Willamette so far here. Top of the key for the Irish. Devontae Bailey. Now on the right wing. Top of the key again. The pass goes to Jaron Banks. 1 minute left in this first quarter. Sheldon in front by 8. Maggio controlling. Pass over the top of his head to Bailey. Double team comes. Ball tipped, and it's taken away by Willamette. Reichenberger feeds it to Burke. He brings it across half court. 50 seconds to go here in the first period. Burke now drives into the paint, under the basket, throws it away, taken there by McGarvey. Up to Banks, in motion, left side three, Maggio, rims out, offensive board, McGarvey goes right back up for 2 more. He has 6 to lead all scorers. It's 14-4 Sheldon. 25 seconds left here. Willamette might hold for the final shot, down by 10, 14-4. Top of the key is Burke. Down to 15 seconds left. Picks up his dribble, needs some help, nowhere to go, and he finds right wing Curtis, and now the ball is tipped away, but a whistle and a foul goes against Sheldon with 7.7 seconds left.
Dominic McGarvey's doing a great job getting above the rim, offensive rebounding, and that's where they've been most successful so far, getting the ball into the paint.
Ball inbound here to John Dre Smith. 5 seconds left. Crossover dribble. Now right wing. The ball pass taken away by Maggio. Gets a shot off at the buzzer from 3, but it's off front iron. No good. And that does it for the first quarter. 8 minutes gone. The Irish dominating. 14-4 is the score. And really not what we expected here for this first quarter. Sheldon's defense very impressive. Only 1 field goal made for Willamette in that first 8 minutes.
Yeah, they're really using their size, and they're causing congestion on the offensive side of the ball for Willamette. They're forcing a lot of turnovers, 4 early turnovers for Willamette, and that's leading to good shots offensively in transition.
6 points for Dominic McGarvey, as you mentioned, to go with 4 rebounds. What a first quarter that is for the 6'8" junior. You mentioned it. A lot of those rebounds on the offensive end turning into 2 easy hoops as well.
Absolutely. And he's really using his size extremely well, boxing out. A lot of times you see big guys just jump up there and only use their height to grab rebounds, but he's using technique as well as his size, and it's been really effective early on.
Patrick Herbert back out there here to begin the second quarter. He's with Jaron Banks, Uda Maggio, Cameron Owen in the game for the first time for Sheldon, along with Zach Hinkins.
Curious to see how this Sheldon unit does with McGarvey on the bench, catching a breather.
Willamette has Owen Cross to go with John Dre Smith, Dylan Reichenberger, along with Cooper Arnold and Tyler Culver. Top of the key is Owen Cross. Drives in, the shot blocked by Herbert, but a whistle up top. A foul and 2 free throws coming up for Willamette.
That's a questionable call. That looked like great defense from Herbert right there.
He met him up top, but it must have been a bit of body contact down low, perhaps. The whistle goes against Herbert his first. First free throw is up and good for Willamette, and Owen Cross, his first points in this one. He had 10 points in that win over South Medford last Friday. Second free throw, all net for Cross, and it's now 14-6. Banks across half court for the Irish, moving from right to left here, still in this first half. Cameron Owen on the right wing, in front of the Willamette bench. Double team comes, nowhere to go. Pass into the corner to Herbert, throws it away. It's taken by Arnold. Great trap defense there from the Wolverines. Top of the key, Cross. Crossover dribble. Top of the key, Reichenberger. Jab step. Passes back out to Cross. Now he drives in. Spin move. Picks up his dribble though. Back to Reichenberger. Hands it off to Culver. Now Culver drives in. Up and under. Layup is too strong. Rebound tipped out of bounds off Reichenberger. And Sheldon takes over possession. Better offense here, I think, in this quarter. The Wolverines are able to get into the paint a bit more.
Yeah, they still have to do a better job protecting the basketball.
14-6. Left side, Maggio. Pass into the corner, Banks. A three-pointer. Rims out. Rebound tipped around, taken by Reichenberger. Pass up the floor, Cross in motion. No numbers, but he pushes anyways. Spin move, layup off the glass. No good. A blocking foul called in. 2 free throws coming up. Sheldon not happy with the whistle. It was Banks. They're trying to draw the charge, but he's whistled here for a second foul.
That's 2 on Patrick Herbert. That's something to keep an eye out on as this game progresses.
Whistle was actually called against Jaron Banks there for the Irish, trying to draw that charge. It's his second, still 1 for Patrick Herbert. As it sends Cross the free throw line for the second time this quarter. First shot rattles in. He has 3 points to lead all Willamette scorers. Game high, though, is still 6 points for McGarvey, who's on the bench getting a breather. Second shot, up and good again. Cross 4 for 4 from the line. And it's down just a 6-point game, 14-8. This quarter, 4-0 Willamette. As the Wolverines now playing a zone here. Top of the key, Uda Maggio for the Irish. Right side, Jaron Banks. Picks up his dribble, back to Maggio. Top of the key, it's a 1-2-2 zone. Now passing to the corner, Owen. Double team comes, gets it away. Top of the key, Hankins controls. Now Owen near corner, his three-pointer, too strong. Offensive board, Herbert, one dribble, spins, fires. His shot is short, no good, but a whistle, and 2 free throws coming up for the Sheldon Junior post, Patrick Herbert. And foul goes against Arnold. It's his first personal, the team's third. And Herbert, 2 free throws coming up so far tonight, and he has 2 points to go with 2 rebounds. First free throw, straight through. First points of this quarter for Sheldon come a minute 40 seconds in. Second free throw for Herbert, straight through as well. He now has 4 points. Second chance points for Sheldon again there, becoming a factor. 16-8 the score. Cross, top of the key, passes left side to Arnold. Guarded closely there by Hankins, hands it off to Reichenberger, now back to Cross. Cross probing, passes to Reichenberger, free throw line, jumper, no, he steps in, a floater is off. Halfway down and out, rebound to Hankins. Now he pushes to Banks. Back to Hankins, the trailer, top of the key. Now into the corner, Owen. Double team comes, passes it. Hankins, short corner, hands it off into the corner to Owen. Nearly falls out of bounds, saves it. Goes into Hankins, jumper from the free throw line is too strong. Rebound tipped, and it's taken by Reichenberger and Willamette. Up to Culver, right wing. Now the ball taken away by Maggio. A 2-on-1 break. Passes to Herbert, right side. Layup is up and good. 6 points for Herbert, back to a 10-point lead for Sheldon. Now driving is Culver, right side. Crossover, pass down low, kick there by Herbert. A whistle and some subs coming in here for the Wolverines.
Defense leading to offense there. Patrick Herbert really running the floor well, and he gets rewarded for it. And 2 points there for Herbert.
Now the Irish call a 30-second timeout here. 3 new players coming in for Willamette. Luke Smith, Alex Puckett, and Luke Burke. But it's 18-8, the Irish in front here. 5:21 to go in this first half. The Sheldon defense still playing very good, and you can see the strategy here, as you mentioned. Defense leading the offense. They've had a number of fast break hoops, and they've had a number of second chance points. Well, those are the 2 big areas of this game right now, I think.
Oh, absolutely. This is a completely different game than when these 2 teams matched up earlier in this year. Sheldon's really dominating in all facets of this game.
Nothing new for the Irish to win the rebounding battle, but it's really becoming a factor on the scoreboard tonight as well. Inbounding it is Alex Puckett into the game here for the first time. Top of the key now for Willamette is Owen Cross. A screen from Reichenberger. He slips. The ball now knocked away. A whistle and a foul. A hold called against Jaron Banks, I believe. That is against Simmons' 3rd personal, and it is. And he will sit out here for the rest of this half as McGarvey checks back in for Sheldon. Still no points from anyone on the bench here for the Irish the last 2 games. Luke Burke to inbound. Finds Reichenberger. Hands it right back off to Burke. Top of the key picked up by Bailey. 5 minutes left in this first half. Reichenberger, right wing. He's given that 3-point shot, does not take it, hands it off to Cross. Now Cross drives from left to right, top of the key, picks up his dribble. Pressure defense there by Hankins. Top of the key, back to Burke. Double screen, ignores it. Now dribbles in the lane. Layup off balance is short. Offensive board. Reichenberger, ball knocked away, picks it back up. Finds the top of the key to Smith. Now Cross, left side, the lefty dribbling. Drives into the paint, left-handed layup is no good, but a whistle, a foul. And that's number 2 now on Patrick Herbert.
That's what Willamette's going to have to continue to do. Drive in on these big guys, get them in foul trouble, because when they're on the floor, Sheldon is not proven to be a deep team. They have not been getting scoring from any bench players the past 2 games, as you mentioned.
First free throw up and good for Owen Cross. He's now 5 for 5 from the free throw line. And Herbert, foul number 2, will check out for maybe the rest of this half. Replacing him is Jacob Frey, the junior guard. Cross's second free throw. Straight through again. He's 6 for 6 from the line. Tying a game high along with Herbert and McGarvey for the Irish. 18-10 the score. 4.5 left in the first half. Jacob Frey controls. Double team comes. Passes it over to Bailey. Top of the key. Skip pass into the corner. Owen. Now to McGarvey, passes down low. He makes a nice catch. Layup is up and good with the right hand. McGarvey now 8 points. Burke top of the key to Cross now. A screen, a deep three for Cross, and it's too strong. Rebound taken by McGarvey. Full court pass up the floor to Hankins. Spin move, fading jumper, rattles out, but a foul. And 2 free throws coming up. What an impressive rebound from McGarvey.
Absolutely. He went up there. He grabbed it at its pinnacle, at the ball's highest point, and he made a great pass down the floor to get a good shot. And now free throws for Sheldon.
First foul on Luke Burke. Team foul number 4. Not in the danger of putting the average in the bonus just yet here with 3:56 left. First free throw rattles out for Zach Hankins. Another sub here for Willamette. Seth Steele back into the game, replacing Owen Cross. Cross 6 points, all from the free throw line. He'll get a breather here in second half of the second quarter. Hankins so far tonight, just those 2 points from the line, now 3. The Irish tack on another one there in front, 21-10. Steele back into the game, across half court, pass into the corner to Smith. The freshman now passes back to Steele, top of the key. Sheldon still playing man-to-man here on the defensive end. Left side is Steele, guarded by Hankins. Into the corner, Reichenberger. Right back to Steele. Between the legs, now a crossover. Hands it off into the corner to Burke. Jumper from deep, 2, and it's rattles in. Luke Burke, his first bucket. He has 4 points to go those 2 free throws. Back to a 9-point game, 21-12. And as Sheldon sets up their offense, a whistle called, a foul away from the ball. I believe this goes against Smith. It does. That's the freshman Smith, a large height disadvantage there against McGarvey. Just grabs him to get out of that situation. Picks up his first foul. Owen to inbound here for Sheldon. Throws it into McGarvey. A nice catch, turns, fires, and it's in off the glass. He has 10 first half points. 23-12, Sheldon. Smith, right wing, a screen from Burke, probing, hands it off Steele, a three-pointer straight on, off iron, no good. Rebound goes to Jacob Frey for Sheldon. McGarvey left side, passes into the corner. Hankins, his 3, 2 defenders there, too strong. Rebound goes to Puckett, a 2-on-1 break. Puckett passes into the corner, Steele. Not a good shot attempt though. Now right wing Smith, his 3 as well, short, barely takes silent rebound out of bounds off of Willamette. And Sheldon again takes over possession of the basketball. And now a sub here for the Wolverines. Curtis comes in replacing Reichenberger. 23-12, 2:48 to go in the first half. Sheldon winning this quarter by 1 point so far. Bailey, top of the key. Picks up his dribble. Pass to Owen in the corner. His three-pointer is short. Rebound goes to Smith. Now Steele the other way here for Willamette. Passes down low. Into Curtis. Spin move. Pump fake up and under. Shot no good, but a foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Jacob Curtis. He got McGarvey in the air, drew the body contact, and gets to the line. First foul on Dominic McGarvey, who leads all scorers with 10 points. First free throw is short for Jacob Curtis. He's still scoreless after having 14 points in that win versus South Medford on Friday. Couple of subs here for Willamette. Cooper Arnold back into the game along with Seth Steele. Second free throw, good there for Curtis. He has his first points tonight. Back to a 10-point game, 23-13. Cameron Owen, right wing, passes it. Now left side, Jacob Frey picks up his dribble, passes to Bailey, top of the key. Till the zone look here for Willamette. Short corner, controlling is McGarvey. Bounce pass, far corner. Driving now is Hankins. Skip pass, corner 3. Cameron Owen is good.
Beautiful ball movement by Sheldon there, and it started with McGarvey making a great pass. And then around the arc they went to a wide open 3.
First made three-pointer today here for the Irish. Top of the key, Steele. Uses a screen, drives in, skip pass, down low the ball, taken away though. Devontae Bailey off to the races, in the lane, layup is up and no good but a foul. And 2 free throws coming up for the Sheldon senior guard. That whistle goes against Luke Burke. It's his second personal. Devontae Bailey so far tonight, 4 points, looking for 2 more. First free throw, though, rims out. Udamaggio now checking in here for Sheldon, replacing Jacob Frey. A few minutes here for the junior. 1:30 left in the first half, 26-13. Sheldon in front. Doubling up on Willamette so far. Bailey's second free throw, too strong as well. Rebound controlled by Curtis for the Wolverines. Now Arnold up the floor on the right wing. Passes over to the right side to Seth Skeel. Probing, hands it off to Burke. Now down low, pass goes into Curtis. He's fouled as the shot barely takes iron. Falls short, but 2 free throws coming up again here for Jacob Curtis. And that foul goes against Dominic McGarvey, his second personal.
Yeah, that's 2 on McGarvey, and there's 2 on Herbert. That could be a crucial factor in the second half for Willamette.
First free throw for Curtis, up and good. He now has 2 points, both from the free throw line. I think Willamette, they got to keep going at McGarvey, Herbert down low when they are in the game. Get them that 3rd and maybe 4th fouls.
And they're getting most of their points from the line.
That next free throw, though, rattles out for Curtis. 26-14 the score. Hankins, top of the key. Pass into the corner. Owen. Pass up the floor. It's tipped away out of bounds off Seth Skeel and Willamette. That's a bit of a lazy pass there from Owen, nearly taken away by Skeel.
Yeah, they can't afford those lazy passes. That'll let Willamette get back into this game, and right now they have no business being in this game.
And now Seth Skeel is being replaced. I'm not quite sure why, as John Dre Smith checks in for him. One of our officials did not like, I think, him using that much body contact against Hankins. I'm not quite sure exactly why he had to check out there. He said to check back in, though.
Still chirping at the ref.
Top of the key, Udamaggio. Minute left here in this first half. Now he's on the right wing, passes to Owen. Into the corner, the ball goes for Bailey, but he can't control it. A turnover as it bounces out of bounds for the Irish. Turnover number 6. And Willamette takes over. And now Skeel right back into the game, replacing Smith.
Perhaps a message sent from his coach?
Not sure. 50 seconds left with the point guard controlling here with Seth Skeel. 26-14, the Irish in front. Looking to close out a successful first half. Skeel on the right wing. Down to 35 seconds left. He drives in a lane. Left-handed scoop. Layup is no good. Rebound tipped away. Taken by Skeel in the far corner. Now Skeel resets here. 25 seconds left. A screen. Skeel drives in. Passes left side. Driving now Curtis. Back top of the key. Taken away by Maggio. One-on-one layup in transition is off. Rebound tipped around. Taken by Devontae Bailey. Dribbles back into the corner and a foul called on the rebounds. It goes against Willamette. Team foul number 7. 1-on-1 free throws coming up for Devontae Bailey. That's a big whistle. Helps out the Irish.
Oh, absolutely. Only 10 seconds left in the half.
Devontae Bailey just missed 2 free throws, but has a chance at redemption here with a 1-on-1 situation. That foul, by the way, against Curtis, and that is his 3rd as well. That is a big whistle for multiple reasons. Bailey's front end, too strong. Rebound, though, taken by Cross. Willamette the other way. Down to 5 seconds left. Cross hands it off to Skeel, right side. Steps back, past Ella Reichenberger. Layup is good at the buzzer. That does it here for the first half, 26-16. A wide open Reichenberger just barely gets it off in time. And a good end of the quarter and a good end of the half for Willamette, but still a 10-point lead for Sheldon.
What a beautiful find, and they can take that right into halftime, something to build off of. By no means is this game over. It's well within reach for Willamette.
A 10-point lead for Sheldon at the end of 1. A 10-point lead for Sheldon at the half as well. 26-16 the score. 10 minutes. 10-minute break here for halftime, but Sheldon, they got some points from the bench. Finally, the 3-pointer by Cameron Owen. It was their last bucket of the first half. Leading the way, though, Dominic McGarvey. 10 points and 6 rebounds on his way to a double-double here for the Irish. 6 points as well for Patrick Herbert to go with 2 rebounds, 4 from Bailey, 3 from Hankins. Sheldon really working the ball around. Those starters can really score the ball, and they're showing it off in the first half as well.
Oh, absolutely. It's been the Dominic McGarvey show in the first half. really, Willamette has really shown no ability to stop him. He's getting above the rim. He's getting offensive rebounds. He's making good transition passes, and he's doing it all for Sheldon early.
Willamette, they have made just 2 field goals in this first half. Luke Burke and Dylan Reichenberger. Every other point, you think back, 12 made free throws, 2 made field goals, and that is it for Willamette. They have 16 points, a team that averages about 65 points per game. They're on pace to get 32, about half of what they normally average. Once again at halftime, 26-16, Sheldon in front. We'll take a break, let you enjoy some halftime festivities, and then we'll come back, break down more of this first half, and bring you half number 2 right here on SheldonAthletics.com. Welcome back inside Carolyn Rayborn Gymnasium as we get set for half number 2 between the Sheldon Irish and the Willamette Wolverines. The first 16 minutes, all Sheldon. The Irish in front 26-16. Great offensive performance from Dominic McGarvey, 10 points and 6 rebounds. Willamette showing a bit of life there in that second quarter, getting to the hoop a bit more, getting some fouls committed by the Irish important players. That could be a strategy for success for them here in half number 2.
Oh, absolutely. Really, it's been an ugly half for both teams. Not many field goals made on either side. But really, the key to the difference in this game has been the presence of Patrick Herbert and Dominic McGarvey down low. And if you're Willamette, the only way you get back in this game is if you box out and you prevent Sheldon from getting second chance opportunities.
And that's easier said than done, of course, for Willamette. They don't have the size to match up with some of those guys down low for Sheldon. The Irish, they're starting 5, 4 guys 6'4" or taller, and that including McGarvey at 6'8". So certainly a tough task, but Willamette, if they want to win, they have to find a way somehow. It'll be Sheldon ball to begin here in the third quarter. They'll now move from left to right as Hankins inbounds to Maggio. He's across half court. Now over to the right side. It goes to Bailey. Right back to Hankins' left side now. Into the corner. McGarvey. No, pardon me. That's Bailey. His three-pointer is a bit too strong as it rattles out. The rebound goes to the point guard, Seth Skio. Up to the right side. A deep three for Cooper Arnold. Off iron. Rebound tipped out. Taken by Maggio. A 3-on-2 break. Maggio goes himself. He's fouled as the layup misses. And he goes to the line for 2. The foul on Seth Skio. It's his first. Immediately Sheldon gets the defensive rebound, and a fast break opportunity turns into 2 free throws. Maggio's first free throw is good, and now all 5 starters has scored for the Irish. 24 of the 27 points for Sheldon has come from their 5 starters. Second free throw, Maggio, short, but it just barely rolls in off front iron. Now left side, Seth Skio, jab step past the top of the key, over to Burke. Now back Skio, top of the key. He drives in the lane. His shot rejected by the flat-footed Herbert, but his outlet pass over the head of Maggio, out of bounds, a turnover, and Willamette takes possession back.
Herbert's so big, he didn't even have to jump to block that shot. That was pretty unbelievable.
And then he gloved it, or he put in his big palms as well. Reichenberger hands it off left side to Seth Skio. Now top of the key back to Burke. The lefty dribbled between his legs. Now passed into the corner. A deep three for Burke. It's short. And rebound taken by Hankins up the floor. Bailey, no numbers, but he pushes anyways. Layup hanging up there. It's no good. Rebound goes to Burke for Willamette. Now pass Skio. Batted by the 3. Down low Reichenberger. Picked up by Herbert. One dribble. Passes back out to Cross. Top of the key. A step back 3 for the lefty, and it's good. Owen Cross, 3 more. He has 9. And it's a 9-point game, 28-19. Maggio passes right wing. Gets it right back on the give and go. Into McGarvey. Jumper from the free throw line is short. Offensive board. Herbert goes up. It drops, and the foul. An and-one opportunity coming up for Patrick Herbert and the Sheldon Irish.
And there you see it again. Patrick Herbert on the offensive board. A man amongst children underneath that basket.
Points 5 and 6, looking for number 7 right here. And that was rebound number 3 as well for Herbert. Now it rattles in. 7 points now for Patrick Herbert. Back to a 12-point game, 31-19, 6.5 left in the third quarter. Arnold on the right wing, jab step, hands it off. Skio now drives in, skip pass right wing. Burke drives in after faking the 3, hands it back off to Skio, into the paint. The ball lost out of bounds, but it's tipped by the Irish. And Willamette retains possession. 31-19 Sheldon, 6:13 left. Ball inbound to Reichenberger. Now pass down low, it goes. A nice reverse finish by Burke. A nice feed from Cooper Arnold. 31-21, 6 minutes left. Maggio, top of the key, pass into the corner to Bailey. Jab step, drives in, a hanging floater is good. 2 more for Bailey, he has 6. Back to a 12-point lead. Top of the key. His cross behind the back dribble, picks up his dribble. Over to the right side to Skeel. His deep three-pointer is up. Short rebound, tipped out of bounds. Who's it off of? It's off of Reichenberger, and Sheldon takes over.
You're seeing increased flow from both teams now, more defensive pressure, and that's actually leading to more good shots.
5.5 left in this third quarter, 33-21, the Sheldon Irish in front. Bailey right wing, pass to the corner, now down low, taken away by Reichenberger. He pushes, now picks it back up right side. Owen Cross into the corner, the pass goes. Burke, jab step, dribbles back to the top of the key to set up the offense here for the Wolverines. 5:10 left. Burke drives in on McGarvey. Pass to Reichenberger. Spin move. Passes back out top of the key. Now into the corner. Burke, he drives. Layup is rejected by Herbert. Rebound tipped around, and Herbert comes up with it somehow. Up to Maggio. He pushes to Herbert into the lane. Layup is up and good. Patrick Herbert doing it all. He has 9, and the Irish in front by 14.
Such an impressive sequence by Patrick Herbert running the floor, showing off his athleticism there.
Now Cross drives, a whistle and a foul on the drive before the missed layup. It's on the ground. Team foul number 1 on the Irish this half. And for Sheldon, this one goes against Zach Hankins, his first. As we have a sub, Jacob Curtis comes in to replace Arnold, the first sub here in this second half. Also, Hankins now checks out. Jaron Banks in for him. Inbound to Reichenberger, an easy opening. Left-handed layup dropped for Reichenberger. Back to a 12-point game, 35-23, 4:40 left. Maggio, pass top of the key, it goes to Banks. Now right side, Bailey, jab set, passes it right back to Banks, top of the key for Sheldon. Willamette still playing that 1-2-2 zone here. Pass into the corner, Bailey, pump fakes a 3, crossover dribble, spins out of some trouble. Now pass right wing, Banks, jab step, drives into Herbert, one dribble, layup is sent away by Reichenberger. Up the floor, the pass taken away by Maggio. Down the lane to Herbert, to Bailey, layup is up, short rebound, tipped around, taken by Bailey, who dribbles it back out. Now he drives right back in. McGarvey, layup, hang in, it drops and the foul, Dominic McGarvey. An and one opportunity for the Irish. They're in front by 14 once again. The whistle goes against Jacob Curtis. It's his 4th personal.
Herbert and McGarvey are proving too much to deal with offensively. They're having their way getting to the hoop, and they're doing a great job finishing as well.
McGarvey, 12 points to go with 6 rebounds. Herbert, 9 points to go with 4 rebounds. Free throw from McGarvey. Too strong. Rebound taken by Willamette and Luke Burke. 37-23 the score, 3:45 left. Luke Smith, right wing. Now top of the key to Owen Cross here for Willamette. A screen from Reichenberger. It's on the pass. Now top of the key it goes to Luke Burke. Cross right side. Reichenberger, the right elbow. Passes it out to Burke. Now a screen from Reichenberger, but Burke picks up his dribble. A deep 3 for Owen Cross is long. Rebound to Maggio for the Irish. Up the floor, Banks to Herbert. A bit high, he comes down with it. Reverse layup up and good as well for Patrick Herbert. 11 points for the Sheldon Post. And the Irish a game largest lead, 16 points, 39-23. Luke Burke, top of the key. Now to Cross, left side. Smith on the left wing, pass to Reichenberger. Fakes a deep 2, but dribbles it back out. Now Cross drives in. Goes base on reverse layup. The left hand is too strong. Rebound to McGarvey. Up the floor, Bailey left side. A 1-on-3 reverse layup up and good. And the foul. He somehow gets it to go. The Sheldon team cannot be stopped. They're in front by 18 points.
And if Bailey can keep giving production to Sheldon from a guard spot, this team could be really, really special.
This Irish team having quite the game, both offensively and defensively here tonight. Defense feeding the offense, multiple and ones in this half. The latest one coming from Devontae Bailey, an acrobatic reverse layup with the contact. And now McGarvey checks out to an ovation here, placing him Cameron Owen. Now a foul, by the way, goes against Luke Burke. It's his 3rd personal. Bailey so far 8 points for the starting guard. His free throw is good, and he completes the and one. And now a sub here for Willamette. Alex Puckett checks in for Seth Skeel. 42-23. And now they say, no, Puckett cannot check in for Skeel.
The Willamette sideline not having it from these referees right now.
I'm not sure the reasoning. Maybe he did not get to the scorer's table quickly enough. Regardless, Skeel still in the game. He controls on the right wing. Crossover dribble into the paint. Nice feed to Reichenberg, but he dribbles out of a double team. Now back top of the key to Cross. Right wing, Smith, the freshman, pass into the corner. Down low, Reichenberger on the block. Gets around Herbert, layup. Left hand is good. A nice move there from the senior forward. He has 6 points. And back to 17 points to the Sheldon lead. Jaron Banks across half court here for Sheldon. The Irish taking off some time here, getting into their set. On the left side, pass to Bailey. His corner three is straight through. Devontae Bailey now with 12 points. Tied for the game high. 20-point lead for Sheldon. Skeel, top of the key. Drives to the right side to Reichenberger. Far block. Gets around Herbert again. Layup, up and off, but a foul on Herbert. And 2 free throws for Reichenberger here.
And Reichenberger, the past 2 possessions has been way more aggressive offensively. Before that, he was quite passive when he touched the ball, passing it back out, but look for him to keep doing that. It's been quite effective.
3rd personal foul, by the way, on Patrick Herbert. Reichenberger's first free throw rattles in. And now we get the sub we mentioned earlier. Alex Puckett replaces Seth Skeel. 7 points for Reichenberger. Second free throw from the lefty. Too strong, and it rattles in after a number of bounces. 8 points. And back to an 18-point lead, 45-27, 1 minute, 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Banks controls near the half-court line. Sizes up his defender, drives to the left, and a foul called on the drive. Goes against Jondre Smith for Willamette. It's his first personal. Sheldon inbounds from under their own basket, 1:20 left. Immediately inbounded to Herbert, goes up in one motion, too strong, no good. A rebound goes to Willamette and Jondre Smith. Now Cross on the right wing. He has 9 points here for Willamette. Passes to Reichenberger, sizing up Herbert. He's cut off, passes back out to Smith. Now Cross on the right wing. Double team comes, passes back to Smith. The freshman drives, passes to Smith. Corner jumper is off. Rebound to Maggio. A nice board there from the wing. Now left side, Devontae Bailey hit a 3 earlier. This time he passes to Herbert. The ball taken away, though. Smith the other way. No numbers. He slowed it down a bit. Now drives in, kicks it back top of the key. Smith, a floater, rattles up and out. Rebound, tipped around, and it comes down with it by Willamette. The ball thrown away. Herbert controls. 2-on-2 Herbert. Euro step, layup, no good, but a foul. A block called against Puckett. And 2 free throws for Herbert. How often do you see a 6'5" post try a Euro step in transition?
Not too often, and that's probably why scouts are all over him in football.
Very athletic despite being 6'5" and pretty big as well. First foul on Alex Puckett. 31.9 seconds left. First free throw for Herbert is good. He's exploded here in half number 2. 12 points now. Tying a game high with 2 of his teammates, McGarvey and Bailey. 19-point lead for the Irish. Second free throw, Herbert is good, and he now has a game high 13 points. 9 of those here in this third quarter. 30 seconds left. Skeel back into the game. He's across half court in front of his own bench on the right wing. Pass to Reichenberger, posting up on Herbert. Couple dribbles in the lane, passes back out. Skeel, his three-pointer, left wing, way short. Rebound, though, goes to Smith on the air ball. Down to 10 seconds left. Skeel controls again. A screen from Reichenberger. Cross over the ball, taken away. No, a foul. Maggio was there for the reach and almost had a breakaway layup with 4.8 left. Willamette will inbound as team foul number 3 on Sheldon, the first on Maggio. 4.8 left. Skeel to inbound here for Willamette. And he finds Smith, top of the key, drives in, layup off the glass, no good, but a foul. 2 free throws coming up here for the freshman, Luke Smith, 2.5 seconds remaining.
That's a tough foul against Sheldon. You're up 20. I understand that, but you can't make dumb fouls with 2 seconds left in the quarter like that.
First free throw for Smith rattles out. The whistle goes against Bailey. It's his second personal, so he's still in good position here. Turn to the fouls. Second free throw rattles out. Rebound to Herbert. Throws up a heave. Barely gets to the other side of the court, and that does it for this third quarter. 10-point lead after 1. 10-point lead after 2. A 20-point lead after 3 for this Sheldon team. That second quarter, once again, all Irish. They showed off, especially on the offensive end in that third period.
Yeah, in the first half, it was the McGarvey show, and then Patrick Herbert wanted some more action in the third quarter, and he went off for 9 points. And it's just been such an impressive performance defensively, especially for this Sheldon team, really holding this Willamette offense in check all night long, and that's what's been most impressive.
Willamette 27 points through 3 quarters. Sheldon in that third quarter alone had 21 points. They were really cooking on the offensive end. The three-pointer made by Devontae Bailey. A lot of and ones from Herbert, from McGarvey, from Bailey as well. And they're going a bit small here as they begin quarter number 4. They have Owen, Frey, Banks, and then the 2 posts down low, Hankins and McGarvey. But no Herbert, no Maggio. Here to begin quarter number 4. Going to take a big run here for Willamette to get back into this game. Skeel, top of the key. He's joined by Burke, along with Cross, Reichenberger, and Culver. Left side is Owen Cross. Passes to Skeel, down low Reichenberger. Picked up by McGarvey. 1 dribble, spin, move, passes back out. Culver, he drives. Now the feed back to Reichenberger. 1 dribble, pump fake, layup is no good, but a whistle. And McGarvey got Reichenberger there on the arm. 2 free throws coming up for Reichenberger. For McGarvey, it's his 3rd foul. Still in good position here with only 1 quarter left. 2 fouls to play with. First free throw too strong for Reichenberger, who has 8 points. 1 off the team high of 9 for Owen Cross. Second free throw for the lefty, Reichenberger, straight through. Now 9 points for him. Pass, though, on the inbound, taken away by Seth Skeel. Nice steal there for the point guard. Willamette gets a possession right back. Left side, Burke posting up again is Reichenberger. 2 dribbles in the lane, spin move, layup off glass, no good. Whistle and a foul, another one on McGarvey, his 4th. And that's a big whistle here early on in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, Patrick Herbert might want to start getting warm. Might get some more minutes here tonight if McGarvey fouls out.
Reichenberger's free throw, too strong, it rattles out again. He's 1 for 3 on the free throws the last 30 seconds. Looks like Herbert getting a cut tended to on the sideline, but looks like he should be good to come back in when needed. Second free throw, good for Reichenberger. He now has 10, the first Wolverine in double figures. Press again, the ball knocked away, nearly stolen there by Culver. It goes out of bounds off him. Sheldon keeps possession. Hankins to inbound, finds Banks, now up the floor it goes. The ball taken away by Seth Skeel. 2 possessions for Sheldon, 2 turnovers this quarter. Skeel posting up Reichenberger again. Drives into the paint, layup, up and good. Another one for Reichenberger. He has 12. Now the pass up the floor, taken away one more time. Burke on the lane, into the corner, Cross, pump fakes a 3, drives in, Reichenberger, layup, rejected from behind. Out of bounds off of Sheldon, timeout called. Head coach Clark wants to talk things over, not happy with these 3 turnovers to begin this 4th quarter.
Yeah, out of nowhere, Willamette comes with this unbelievable energy on the press. Doesn't matter. It didn't matter to them that they were down 20 points. They came out in this 4th quarter with a lot of energy, and they're fighting their way back into this game.
And all of a sudden, it's only a 16-point lead. Still 6:58 left in this 4th quarter. Willamette certainly believing here that they have a chance to come back in this game. They get a bucket on this possession, down to a 14-point game, and who knows what happens. Sheldon 3 turnovers in a minute and 2 seconds in this quarter. They had 8 turnovers through the first 24 minutes. Certainly a bad look here for the Charlotte team. Not ready for the pressure from Willamette.
Absolutely not. And Willamette has really shown an ability to score the basketball throughout this year. So don't be surprised if they go off and rattle off a few three-pointers here in the next couple minutes.
6 minutes, 58 seconds left here in regulation. It was a 20-point lead at the end of 3, but 3 Sheldon turnovers simply brought Willamette back into this game. Sheldon thought they had the ball. They're scurrying defensively. The ball inbound and now top of the key, right side. Skeel, his three-pointer, right wing is good. A 3 from Seth Skeel. It's down to a 13-point game. Just like that, this game got a whole lot more interesting.
Yeah, and just like I said, they came out shooting, and they knocked one down.
Hankins to inbound here for the Irish. Up before the pass goes. A nice catch by Banks, and a blocking foul called on Reichenberg. Did not give Banks enough time to turn around and get called for the foul. Banks went up in the air to catch it and then landed on top of Reichenberger. And we have a discussion here between Willamette and our officials. It seemed foul number 7 on Willamette, so 1-and-1 free throws for Jaron Banks. And it's the first on Reichenberger. I'm not sure what the discussion is between Willamette and the officials. That's a foul on Reichenberger. He has to give Banks time and space to turn with the ball in his possession when he's in the air like that.
Yeah, Reichenberger thought his feet he thought his feet were set, but he didn't give any space on that play.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good from Jaron Banks. His first points tonight. Back up to a 14-point lead. Banks' second shot, good as well. 2 big free throws there from Jaron Banks, the senior point guard. 6:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Driving now is Burke. Misses the layup, kicks it back out to the near side to Owen Cross. Now Skeel sets up Reichenberger on the post. Spins out of a double team. Left-handed layup off glass. Too strong. Rebound taken by Hankins. Up the floor it goes for Banks. Saves it from going out of bounds. Up in the air. Taken by McGarvey. In one motion. Throws it off the backboard and in.
What a sequence that was.
Wow. How do they do that? Now left side for Willamette. Cross drives in the paint. Layup left hand is short. Rebound goes back to Noah in the corner. And he's fouled by McGarvey, and that is number 5. He is done for the night. He ends it with an acrobatic finish on the offensive end, then called for a blocking foul. Number 5, he's done. Herbert checks back in. Free throws here for Owen Cross.
What a great game from McGarvey, though. Even though he couldn't stay out of foul trouble, he was so effective tonight.
Finishes with 14 points and 8 rebounds, 2 boards off of a double-double. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good from Cross. He now has 10 points and earns a second free throw. 51-35, 6:12 left. Second free throw, good as well from Cross. He's now made 7 free throws tonight. Hankins to inbound, facing the pressure of Willamette. Goes into Maggio. The ball tipped away, but controlled by Bailey. Now pass right side, Banks. Sets up the offense here, top to slow things down a bit. Double team comes, Banks is trapped. Ball thrown away, taken by Burke. Left side, three-pointer. Owen Cross is good. Timeout called again. Sheldon unhappy, they're up by just 12. All of a sudden, this Willamette offense hitting everything from outside.
Oh, absolutely. Sheldon's making a bunch of really aggressive passes trying to break this press. And in this timeout, Coach Daniel Clark is really going to have to draw some press breakup so they can improve on that side of the ball.
Willamette, they had 27 points at the end of the third quarter. So far here in just over 2 minutes, they already have 12 points in this fourth quarter. A huge reversal on offensive success here in quarter number 4 for these Wolverines.
And this is what we expected from Willamette coming into this game. And they really only showed up offensively here in this fourth quarter.
Hankins will inbound again here, facing the full court pressure of Willamette. Into the corner, Maggio. Back to Hankins, and he gets it across half court easily. Now the pass goes right wing, Bailey. Drives baseline, loses his footing, finds it again. The ball thrown away again, taken by Willamette, but foot on the line. Owen Cross cannot stay in bounds. It'll stay Sheldon ball, but nearly a fast break hoop again for Willamette.
Yeah, Sheldon was very fortunate that wasn't 2 points for Willamette right there.
Hankins to inbound from the half-court stripe. Gets it to Banks. Now he's back across half-court. 5.5 to go. Banks drives into the lane. Passes to Herbert. Tipped away into the hands of Willamette. Across half-court, Owen Cross looking to cut it to a 10-point game. Cross, top of the key. Picked up by Herbert on the switch. A deep three, left wing. Good again. It's a 9-point lead for Sheldon.
He is shooting out of his mind right now.
17 points for Owen Cross. The other way goes Sheldon, and fouled on the drive is Devontae Bailey. So 1-on-1 free throws here for Bailey, but my, oh my, you mentioned Owen Cross. This is his third three-pointer. That one was deep over the 6'5" Patrick Herbert.
Yeah, all of a sudden we have a basketball game for the first time today.
9-point lead. Free throw for Bailey is good. Back to a 10-point game, and he gets the second shot here from the line. Bailey now 13 points. Checking into the game, Jacob Frey, by the way, replacing Jaron Banks. Bailey's second free throw. Off to the right, no good. A rebound goes to Willamette. Luke Burke skies to bring that one down. And he's across half court. The play call probably fined Owen Cross. He has it top of the key. A screen, Reichenberger cuts the hoop. Layup is up and good, but no continuation. The foul whistled for on the ground. It's team foul number 8, though, so 1-on-1 free throws for Reichenberger.
Reichenberger's really come on strong in the second half, being far more aggressive offensively, and I think he's been the spark for this Willamette run over the past several minutes.
He's got 12 points. Front end of the 1-on-1 is good. It rattles in. That's a big free throw for the Wolverines. Back to a 9-point game. Chance got to 8 here with this free throw. It's up, and it's good. An 8-point lead, the closest it's been since the first quarter. Now Bailey behind the back dribble across half court to Herbert. Loses the ball out of bounds. Another turnover. Number 15 on Sheldon. They can't do anything right on the offensive end all of a sudden.
Yeah, Patrick Herbert, probably the best hands on this team, just drops an easy one right there.
Cross across half court. He has 17 points that lead all scorers. Now Culver back to cross the left side. Into the corner, Skeel. A screen from Reichenberger. Back to him, cut into the hoop. Layup is up and good again. Reichenberger has 16 points. And it's a 6-point lead for Sheldon. Now we have whistles. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Was there a timeout called on the floor?
I have no idea. And it looks like we are going to get a stoppage here as our officials are talking with each other and both teams heading for their respective benches. And I believe we are now getting a timeout. Yes, I'm not sure who called it, but a timeout, I guess, called by Willamette. A full timeout as we get the signal here from our officials. 52-46, a 6-point game, 4:26 left. It's a 20-point lead at the beginning of this quarter. All of a sudden you blink and it's down to 6.
6-point lead. And remember, a few minutes ago, it was McGarvey who fouled out of this game.
Yeah.
He was the most valuable player. And then, you know who's gone off since McGarvey's left the floor? It's been Dylan Reichenberger, who he was guarding. So down the stretch, it's really seeming like Sheldon's missing their 6'8" junior superstar.
27 points for Willamette in the first 3 quarters. The first 24 minutes, 27 points. The first 3.5 minutes of this quarter, 19 points on offense. It's been Reichenberger, it's been Cross, the inside out working as well. They are looking very good here on the offensive end this quarter. Oh,
absolutely. They're draining shots, they're getting offensive rebounds, and they're playing with a lot of effort and intensity on the defensive side, which is leading to easy buckets.
I had to wonder why Willamette doesn't press more often before the fourth quarter comes around.
Wouldn't be surprised if they continue to.
Hankins here on the inbound, gets it to Bailey, and he loses the ball off his foot out of bounds. Everything going wrong for Sheldon.
First it was Patrick Herbert who fumbled the ball. Out of bounds. Now Devontae Bailey drops an easy one.
Turnover number 16 and number 7 in the first 3.5 minutes of this quarter. Top of the key, Seth Steele for Willamette. Pass right side, Burke. Crossover dribble. Now back to Steele, top of the key. A screen from Reichenberger. Down low, the pass over, thrown over his head. A turnover for Willamette.
And he had him there. Just missed the pass.
A bit too tall there for Reichenberger. He had an easy layup. The ball inbound here to Bailey. Double team comes. The ball thrown away again. It's taken by Cross. Top of the key, Burke. Turnover again for Sheldon, number 17.
This is unbelievable.
Now driving is Cross. Layup is up and good. And the foul. Willamette has come alive in this fourth quarter. It's all of a sudden a 4-point Sheldon lead. A free throw coming up as well for Owen Cross.
And Bailey's going to the bench.
A number of turnovers for Devontae Bailey, and the sophomore Dawson Prickle checking in for the first time tonight. I got to assume his heart beating heavy right now. Free throw. Up and good from Cross, and even 20 points. It is a 3-point game. Pass inbounded. Hankins has it. Far side, Prickle. Dribble was passed it across court. Maggio across half court now for the Irish. Ball nearly taken away. Pass left side to Frey. Now back to Maggio, top of the key. A 3-point lead for the Irish. 3:30 left. Maggio dribbling. Now left side, Prickle. Loses the ball, taken away by Steele. A 2-on-1 break down the lane. Layup, no good, but a foul. And 2 free throws. The Willamette student section going crazy. A chance to cut it to 1. Now another timeout called by Sheldon. Wow, what a fourth quarter for this Willamette team.
It's starting to feel like a Willamette home game right now.
Foul number 2, by the way, on Jacob Frey for the Irish. 2 free throws coming up for Seth Steele. It's a 52-49 game. If you missed the first 4.5 minutes of this fourth quarter, shame on you. It's been very exciting, especially if you are a Willamette supporter. But it was a 20-point lead for the Irish at the end of 3 quarters. The fourth quarter, all Willamette. Sheldon 5 points this quarter. Willamette 22. It has been all Wolverines.
Yeah, it's been an unbelievable turnaround by Willamette. Offensively, they're starting to make shots. The defensive pressure has really been a key in turning around this game. And now this last 3 minutes is going to be very intense. You're going to see good basketball from both teams, in my opinion. These coaches are not going to let these teams play sloppy.
2 free throws here for Seth Steele. Sheldon, 10 team fouls as well, so any whistle against the Irish is 2 free throws immediately for Willamette. Steele's first shot rattles around the rim and it drops. Oh wow, a 2-point lead now, 52-50. Willamette getting all the bounces and all the rolls here in this fourth quarter. 1 more free throw for the senior point guard. And it rattles in. He's got 5, and it's a 1-point Sheldon lead. Bailey on the inbound. Dribbles out of a double team behind the back. Now dribbles up the floor. Passes up to Herbert. Right-handed layup. Up and in. A big hoop there for the Irish. Back to a 3-point lead. Steele top of the key. A screen from Reichenberger. Now it goes top of the key. Reichenberger drives in, picks up his dribble. Back to the top of the key to Luke Burke. He has 6 points tonight for Willamette. Screen again from Reichenberger. Burke drives into the lane, picks up his dribble. Steele, a 3-pointer from way deep. It rims out. Rebound to Herbert, a big board there for the junior. Gets it to Bailey, who brings it across half court unimpeded. Bailey top of the key. Looking for a passer now, 2.5 left. Herbert has it at the free throw line. Back to Maggio, top of the key. 3-point lead for Sheldon. Maggio picks up his dribble to Herbert on the far block. Spin move, passes back top of the key. Back to Maggio, left wing. 2:20 left. Still a 3-point Sheldon lead. Maggio drives to the right, picks up his dribble, finds Herbert in the paint, layup up and no good. A blocking foul called. 2 free throws coming up for Patrick Herbert. The whistle charged to Reichenberger, his second. He tried to draw the charge, did not get there in time, and it's 2 free throws here for the Irish. Team foul number 9 on Willamette, so any whistle from here on out as well. 2 free throws for Sheldon. Herbert today, 15 points to go with 6 rebounds. Most of those in this second half.
And a lot of those rebounds were big, crucial rebounds, which is really kept Sheldon on top here in the last couple minutes.
We're getting some sweat wiped up on the floor underneath the basket. That's where Reichenberger hit the deck after being called for that blocking foul. Reichenberger helping out one of our officials. It's all cleaned up now. We're ready here for these 2 free throws for Patrick Herbert. Huge moment in this game. 2:13 left, a 3-point Sheldon lead. First free throw, Herbert, straight through. He's got 16 points, a game high. A sub here for Willamette. Jacob Curtis back into the game, replacing Tyler Culver. It's a 4-point lead for Sheldon, 55-51. Herbert's second free throw. A bit strong. Rebound goes to Reichenberger, number 6 for the senior. 55-51. 2:05 left in regulation. Cross. Passes the right side to Skeel. A screen from Reichenberger. Now Skeel drives. Spin move. Thinks about a jumper, but passes it. Gets it right back left side. Dribbles back out near half court. A screen again from Reichenberger. And another one. Skeel left side. Passes back to Reichenberger at the free throw line. To Burke left wing. He drives into the lane. Double team comes and he's fouled by Bailey. On the ground, but double bonus. 2 free throws coming up for Willamette. That foul goes against Bailey. It is his 4th personal. One more and he's disqualified. 2 free throws here for Luke Burke. He has 6 points tonight for Willamette. First free throw. All net. 55-52, 141 left. In regulation, it was a 20-point lead after 3, down to 3 here. Second free throw for Burke. Short. Rebound to Herbert. Now Maggio across half court for the Irish. 1:30 left. He drives in the lane. Layup off the iron. Rebound to Reichenberger. Sheldon goes quick, does not take off time. Left side is Cross. A deep 3 for the tie is off. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Sheldon. Crashing down hard to the floor is Luke Burke. He gets up and he's okay. Got that extra possession. Great effort there from Luke Burke.
You're seeing 2 teams right now who really want to finish this game. Sheldon cannot afford to blow this big a lead.
Seth Skeel to inbound under his own basket. Top of the key, it goes to Reichenberger, but a foul away from the ball on Hankins. 2 free throws coming up for Tyler Culver. That is a huge whistle charged to Hankins. It's his second foul. 55-52, Sheldon in front. First free throw for Culver, rims up and in, off back iron and drops straight through. It's a 2-point game.
We're in for quite an exciting final minute here, Mark.
Minute 20 left. 2-point lead for Sheldon. The free throw for Culver. 2 strong, rims out, rebound to Hankins with one arm, and he's fouled by Reichenberger. That means 2 free throws the other way for Sheldon. That's Reichenberger's 3rd foul. Still in good position here with only those 3, but a big whistle and 2 free throws. Now for Zach Hankins, who has just 3 points tonight, all from the line. First free throw, rattles in. (56-53) the score. Hankins ready for one more. It too strong. Rebound goes to Jacob Curtis for Willamette. Still a one-possession game. 56-53, 1:10 left. Cross controls, top of the key. A screen from Reichenberger. Into the right side, he drives, floating, layup is up and good. Owen Cross, give him 2 more. He's got 22. It's a 1-point game. Bailey the other way across half court. Drives right side, loses possession, and he travels. A turnover again for Sheldon. Number 18, make it 19 on the Irish. Willamette a chance to take the lead here under a minute left.
Unbelievable. Owen Cross is a special player offensively.
Reichenberger to inbound here for Willamette. Cross has it, brings it across half court. 50 seconds left, 56-55 Sheldon. Cross a screen from Reichenberger. Right side loses the ball out of bounds. A turnover the other way. Sheldon takes the ball right back. And now a sub here for Willamette. Tyler Culver checks in, replacing Jacob Curtis. Now whistle and a timeout called by Daniel Clark of Sheldon. 56-55 left, 40.9 left. Without a shot clock in the state of Oregon, obviously the ideal situation here for Sheldon. Pass the ball around until the clock expires. But Willamette, they've been pretty adept at forcing turnovers so far this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case here. They're going to apply some pressure on the defensive side, and if that doesn't work, obviously they'll foul. And they're already in the double bonus, so they'll get free throws.
40.9 left, 56-55. The Irish clinging to a 1-point lead. At the end of 3, it was 47-27, Sheldon in front. Willamette, they've scored 28 points in the last 9 minutes and 20 seconds.
Unbelievable.
Hankins to inbounds. Bailey gets it across half court, now trailed by a couple of Wolverines. On the right side, between the legs, dribble. Double team comes, nowhere to go, and a timeout called by Sheldon to save a turnover. Now 32.1 left. Sheldon unable to get out of the trap. Willamette's done that all this quarter, and it's still working here late.
Yeah, it's been the key turnaround in this game. I don't know what head coach Chad Carpenter had to say to his Willamette defense, but clearly it has worked in this fourth quarter, outscoring this Sheldon team by 19 points in this quarter is unbelievable.
28 points for Willamette in this fourth quarter, and for the Irish, just 9. A huge differential, and the Irish still able to have a 1-point lead because they led by 20 points at the end of 3. 56-55 is our score. Sheldon, as we talked about earlier, missing, I think, their best player today, Dominic McGarvey. He had 14 points to go with 8 rebounds in limited minutes. He fouled out early in this fourth quarter. Since then, it has been all Willamette. Reichenberger down low. Cross from the outside. A great 1-2 punch. Do they have enough left in the tank to complete the comeback and steal a win here on the road?
Yeah, Sheldon, when they lost their height advantage, they lost their advantage overall. That was really the key in this game.
32.1 left. Hankins to inbound. Gets it to Herbert on the right block. Right back to Hankins. Now pass down to the far side. Frey, and he's fouled immediately by Seth Skeel. So 2 free throws for the junior, Jacob Frey, off the bench. Also the JV team here getting an opportunity to hit a couple really important free throws.
Yeah, big moment.
Second foul on Seth Skeel. Frey's first free throw, short off iron, no good. Still a 1-point game. 2 subs here for Willamette. Luke Burke and Jacob Curtis replace Tyler Culver and Jondre Smith. Second free throw for Frey. Straight through. His first points tonight. A 2-point game. 25 seconds left. Skeel across the timeline. Now a timeout called full by Chad Carpenter. His team down by 2, 21.7 left. Who did you have this play up for out of the timeout?
No, it's got to be Owen Cross. I mean, he's been their go-to player throughout this fourth quarter. And assuming that Willamette doesn't turn this ball over, they're going to get a shot to tie or win this game, which is pretty remarkable considering they were down 20 points 8 or 9 minutes ago.
Incredible fourth quarter here for this Willamette team. Of course, 21.7 left. If you're Willamette, do you want to get a shot off earlier as opposed to later? Maybe give yourself a chance at another opportunity if you miss?
Well, if I were head coach, I'd take a shot when I saw one. I wouldn't care if there was 5 seconds left. I wouldn't care if I would get the final shot. With how his defense is playing, Chad Carpenter should try and get the best shot available and trust his defense to hold a lead or a tie on the other side of the court.
21.7 seconds left. 57-55 the score here at Sheldon High School. Willamette, they have Skeel, Cross, Reichenberger, Curtis. Go with Burke, the starting 5. Sheldon, Frey, Bailey, Maggio, Herbert, and Hankins. Top of the key is Skeel. Over to the right side, Luke Burke. 15 seconds left. Now into the corner is Cross. A screen from Reichenberger. Down low, Reichenberger. Layup. No good, but a foul on Zach Hankins. That was a very close play. The whistle favors Willamette. 2 free throws for a chance to tie from Dylan Reichenberger.
Hankins did not like that call, and I wouldn't blame him. Looked like it was in pretty good defensive position there. 2
clutch free throws here for Reichenberger. The first, straight through. He has 17 points. The senior team captain coming up in the clutch here. He needs one more with 8.3 remaining. The second, too strong. Rebound to Herbert, taken away by Willamette. And Curtis is fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Jacob Curtis. He stripped the ball away from Herbert and got fouled. Unbelievable.
He's going to have 2 shots to win this basketball game right now. What a change. What a sequence that was right there.
4th foul on Herbert. The biggest free throws of Curtis's life. The first one is good. This game is tied. 57-57. Sheldon has a chance to win here regardless of what happens this free throw. 5.8 left. Curtis's second free throw. It's off. Rebound to Herbert. Up the floor. The pass taken away. Skeel at the buzzer for the win. Off iron. And we're going to overtime. Oh my goodness. What a fourth quarter. And we are gifted more basketball.
Oh, absolutely. With how this game has gone, I thought that shot at the buzzer was going in. It looked pretty good to me. What a fourth quarter. And we're in for a treat. Extra basketball, some free basketball.
Oh my goodness, the fourth quarter, 30-10 in favor of Willamette. They missed 2 free throws at the end that could have given them the lead, and they missed a 3 at the horn after another inexplicable turnover by the Irish. Number 19 on the game. They had 9 after 3 quarters.
I have never seen a basketball game go like this in my life. It's been unbelievable.
57-all, and we have 4 more minutes of hoops at the very least for you here on SheltonAthletics.com. Thanks for listening and watching. Mark Randy and Jordan Brenner with you here.
The key for Sheldon in this overtime is to really maintain control offensively, no stupid passes, remain strong with the basketball. And for the Wolverines, it's the same thing that they did throughout the fourth quarter. They got to keep applying defensive pressure, stay aggressive offensively, and they will find themselves with a win tonight.
Pass, or the tip-off is away, taken by the Irish. Right side, Devontae Bailey. Now on the left wing, Jacob Frey. Into the corner, it goes to Bailey. Back to Frey. Maggio, top of the key. He drives to the right side. Picked up, double team comes. Now Hankins drives into the paint. Bailey, a three-pointer from the left wing is short. Rebound, tipped around, taken by Herbert. Down low, Maggio. Layup is up and good off the glass.
Beautiful play by Herbert right there.
59-57 Sheldon. Cross, top of the key. Drives to the right. Now passes it off. Top of the key is Skeel here for Willamette. Drives into the paint, spin move, layup, up and good. 2 more for Seth Skeel. We're knotted up at 59. Frey across the timeline to Hankins. Now Maggio controls top of the key, setting up the offense for the Irish. 3 minutes left in the first overtime. Right side, Zach Hankins, alley-oop to Herbert. Layup is up and good. Herbert has 18, and it's 61-59 Sheldon.
What an acrobatic play by Patrick Herbert right there.
On the right side, Seth Skeel gives it up now to Luke Burke into the corner, cross. Jab step, a screen from Reichenberger. He drives in the lane, backdoor pass. Reichenberger layup, up, no good, but a foul. And 2 free throws, nearly an and one. Foul goes against Udamaggio. It's his second personal. 2 free throws here for a chance to tie for Dylan Reichenberger. He has 17 points and 6 rebounds. First free throw is straight through. Make it 18 points for the senior. 2.5 left. Needs 1 more free throw to tie. It's up, and it rattles out. Rebound again to Herbert. Number 10, he's a double-double now here for the Irish. 61-60. Sheldon out in front. Bailey controls top of the key. Right wing now. Pass down to Herbert, 1 dribble, right-handed hook shot off glass, no good. Offensive board, Hankins goes up, blocked by Cross, board taken away by Seth Skeel. Down the lane goes Willamette, Cross, a 3 for the lead, it's good! Owen Cross has 25 points, 63-61 Willamette. Crossover dribble for Bailey now on the right wing for the Irish. Now to Jacob Frey, the junior, and a foul called away from the ball on Luke Cross as he was trying to defend against Hankins. 2 free throws here for the Irish.
Owen Cross is a special player. In transition, off balance 3 to put Willamette on top. That was a pretty special play right there.
2 free throws here for a chance to tie for Zach Hankins. 1:51 left. His first is good. Hankins now with 5 points, all from the free throw line. Jacob Curtis now checks in, replacing Tyler Culver for Willamette. Second free throw. Rattles out, rebound to Willamette. 2 of them come down with it. Burke and Reichenberger will give it to Burke. 62-63, Willamette in front, 1:40 left. Burke at the top of the key to Skeel, left side. He drives in, now passes to Reichenberger, short corner. They collide, and he hands it back off to Skeel. 1:25 left. Skeel wasting some clock here, top of the key. Drives to the hoop. Pass tipped away, taken by Bailey. No men back, but he goes at the layup anyways. He misses. Rebound taken by Willamette. It was a 1-on-4 break, and Bailey missed the layup off glass.
I still think it was a pretty good shot by Bailey right there. He did get a good look.
Cross the other way, drives in, layup is blocked, and it's off his head, out of bounds.
Good call by the referee. He was in perfect position to make that call.
Sheldon takes over, the layup rejected by Herbert and Hankins. It goes off of Cross's head, out of bounds. Sheldon gets the ball right back, down by 1, 62 seconds left. Maggio brings it up across half court. No pressure here from Willamette. Under a minute to go. Maggio, top of the key to Bailey, right side. Right back to Maggio. Now far side, Frey. Back to Maggio. Back to Frey. Bailey, far corner. Pump fakes a 3. Pass to Hankins. Pump fakes. Layup off glass. And it rattles in. The first field goal for Zach Hankins gives his team a lead in overtime. It's 64-63. 30 ticks left. Luke Burke hands it off to Skeel. Top of the key for Willamette. Down to 20 seconds left. Willamette needs to go quick. Down by 1. Skeel, top of the key. Passes it off to Cross. Left side picked up by Maggio. A screen from Reichenberger and a timeout called by head coach Chad Carpenter of Willamette. 11.4 left. Sheldon up by 1, 64-63. Willamette got to get a shot off here pretty quick out of the timeout.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it was a good timeout. Originally, he wanted to let his team play this possession out because they've been playing so well offensively. He saw where the possession was taking them, a lot of on-ball pressure from Sheldon, and he decided to take a pretty big timeout with only 11 seconds left. Now, coming out of the timeout is a different story. I think you got to drop a play for Cross, get the ball in his hands no matter what, because everything he's shooting seems to be going in here tonight.
If you're just joining us, it's a 20-point lead for Sheldon at the end of 3 quarters. They led 47-27 through 24 minutes. The fourth quarter, though, 30-10 in favor of Willamette. And the Irish, they have a 1-point advantage here in the overtime period. 64-63, 11.4 left in the first overtime. And Willamette a chance to win here at the buzzer in OT. It'll be Skeel to inbound. He has Cross along with Burke, Reichenberger, and Curtis. Skeel gets it in here to Burke. 10 seconds left. Burke on the right side. Passes down low. The ball kicked by Bailey. Well, that will inbound again here with 6 seconds left. Cross was on the other side of the court on that play.
I think they were going to try and bring him off a screen to get a shot at the buzzer.
Luke Burke inbounding from in front of his own bench. And now another timeout called by Willamette. A full timeout. 6 seconds left. 64-63. Sheldon clinging to a lead here in overtime. But Willamette, one more chance to win this game and steal a huge victory in Southwest Conference play.
Oh, absolutely. This would be a gut-wrenching loss to the Sheldon Irish, who went into the fourth quarter with a 20-point lead. They actually rested Patrick Herbert for the entirety of the third quarter. And then when McGarvey fouled out, he had to play in the fourth quarter. And then he found himself heading into overtime. Just an unbelievable change of events here at Sheldon.
Willamette had 4 points in the first quarter, 12 points in the second, 11 in the third, 30 points in the fourth. And so far they have 6 points here in the first 3 minutes and 54 seconds of OT. Looking for just 2 more here in the final 6 seconds to sneak out of Sheldon with a victory. Same 5 out there for Willamette. Sheldon has Herbert, Bailey, Hankins, Maggio, and Jacob Frey, the junior. Inbounded, Cross has it top of the key, left side, a 3 fading for the lead. It's off, rebound goes to Herbert, and that does it. Sheldon escapes with a victory, 64-63. Not the best look, but the right guy took the shot just too long, and that does it here from Sheldon.
Yeah, he got a pretty good look there. And how symbolic is it that Patrick Herbert got that rebound and ran off with it, escaping with a victory here tonight at Sheldon.
What a wild game. The final score once again, 64-63. Sheldon comes out on top in overtime. They were led, once again, their starters. You look at the numbers here for the Sheldon team. They scored 64 points on the offensive end, and only 6 of them came from the bench. 58 points for the second straight game from the starting 5, and that's what led them to victory here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you saw when McGarvey went to the bench, fouling out of this game, they really struggled to score points. A lot of their offense ran through him.
It really did. He was very good here. 14 points for Dominic McGarvey, 8 rebounds, 2 shy of a double-double. Patrick Herbert, he had 18 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double here in the winning game here for Sheldon. 13 for Devontae Bailey of the Irish. 7 points for Zach Hankins, including the go-ahead layup on the final possession on the offensive end for the Sheldon team. And then 4 from Maggio, 3 from Cameron Owen, 2 from Banks, and 1 from Jacob Frey. For Willamette, not a lot in the first half for anyone, but Owen Cross lit up in half number 2, 25 points. He made a total of 4 3-pointers, most of them coming in the second half. Behind him, Dylan Reichenberger really came alive in the second half as well. He had 18 points to go with 7 rebounds, just not enough at the very end in overtime. Good defense by Sheldon to respond to that fourth quarter with a solid 4 minutes of defense in overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I'm Willamette, this one stings, obviously. You come back from a 20-point deficit to force an overtime. But going forward, I think there's a lot to build off of. I think a lot of their identity was established here in the second half of this game. You saw Owen Cross absolutely lighted up from everywhere in the second half. And then Reichenberger really established his presence, and he wasn't afraid to go after Patrick Herbert like he may have been going against McGarvey, who's 6'8".
Yeah, it was a very good fourth quarter for Willamette, but other than that, not good all the way around for them in this one. They almost do enough to sneak out of Sheldon with the win, but they lose by 64-63 in overtime, and with the loss, they now fall back behind or below 500 at 10-11 and 4-5 in Southwest Conference play. Up next for Willamette, their final 3 games of the year: home versus Roseburg, at North Medford, and at South Eugene. They got 2 of the best teams in the conference to round out their season. For Sheldon, the win. They're now 11-10 overall and 5-4 in Southwest Conference play. A really big win for the Sheldon team, getting closer to clinching an automatic playoff spot and a home game in the Southwest Conference. Up next for them, their final 3 games of the year: at South Medford on the 9th, at South Eugene on the 13th, and versus Grants Pass here at home on the 16th. Once again, the final score from Sheldon: the Irish survive in overtime, 64-63. Thanks for watching and listening here at SheldonAthletics.com. Thanks to my partner, Jordan Brenner. My name is Mark Randy, signing off. We'll be back for Sheldon girls basketball on Thursday when they take on South Medford right here on SheldonAthletics.com. But for now, we'll sign off. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks again for listening.